Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. Today we got our college football game preview. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. I surely appreciate here 100 Yards of Football. And special thanks to my producer, Mr. Logan Landers. Big football game in the Big Ten. The number 2 Buckeyes taking on the number 13 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. Let's start with Penn State. James Franklin. When you came there in 2014 and Nittany Lions, I thought they would probably have one national championship under their belt. In your tenure, not saying you've done a bad job, but you only have one Big Ten title in 2016. And you've got some quality football players that came through that program while you've been there. You coach arguably right now the best defensive player in the National Football League in Michael Parsons. But make no bones, I think Penn State is kind of underachieved a little bit since Mr. Franklin has been there. I was expecting maybe a couple of college football playoff appearances, being in the Final Four teams, and becoming a mainstay in the Big Ten. You got a 4-year quarterback in Sean Clifford that's played a lot of football, 195 yards last week, played a very excellent football game, 2 touchdowns, and you got a very exciting running back in Nicholas Singleton out of Reading, Pennsylvania. The second coming of Lenny Moore, the second coming of Franco Harris, the second coming of Kurt Warner. Boy, he's a very good football player. And the second coming of Saquon Barkley. This gentleman is a very, very explosive freshman. Had 77 yards against Minnesota in a very impressive 45-17 win. Excuse me. But what I like about Penn State is right now, Mr. James Franklin, this is your moment. 2 weeks ago, your team got beat real bad at the University of Michigan. You came back, you kind of really set the tone nationwide and said, we still here, Penn State, with a very impressive win over Minnesota, 45-17. But make no bones, you finna go up to the next level. And you finna play that team down there in Columbus, Ohio. Now the number 2 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. You know, looking at Ohio State, and you think about the program, you think about them coming into the season, they ranked number 2 in the country, but you still feel like that Ryan Day and his troops don't still get enough respect on the level. I heard something the other day, well, they don't play in a tough conference. They haven't really played nobody. But you know, at the end of the day, they play in a very competitive Big Ten conference that still has Michigan, that still has Penn State, it still has Michigan State. Indiana is playing pretty good football this year. Excuse me, not Indiana, but Illinois. But we still don't give Penn State their flowers. California, Yahoo. C.J. Stroud, 2,023 yards, 28 touchdowns, 4 INTs, a 92-point quarterback rating. Right now, if I had to say the Heisman Trophy ceremonies, it's Hendon Hooker number 1 by a small margin, and C.J. Stroud right there. One of those 2 gentlemen is going to take home the Heisman Trophy this year. Guarantee it. But what's been more impressive is Marvin Harrison Jr. I like what he's done on the year. 38 receptions, 598 yards, 10 touchdowns, 15.7 catch. And you think about coming into the season, they was talking about the other young man, Jackson Smith in. They was talking about all the other Ohio State receivers that was there last year, and Chris Avale and Garrett Wilson. And you think about the program, how much it is in the royalty to play at Ohio State. Doug Dunley, Paul Warfield, oh my God, Paris Campbell, Terry McLaren, Noah Brown right now with the Dallas Cowboys, David Boston, Joey Galloway. And I'm going to mention his name again, Terry Glenn. Marvin Harrison Jr. is trending in that company, trending in that royalty. And Ryan Day and the Ohio State football team is going quietly. And you know what? Jim Knowles just came over from Oklahoma State, and they playing defense. But we're not talking about the Buckeyes. But make no bones, they might be the best team in the country. After that win over Notre Dame in the first game, we've kind of forgotten about Ohio State. But I think coming up Saturday, they're going to make us a believer. O-H-I-O Ohio, Ohio, 1968 super sophomores, Jack Tatum, Rex Kern, Ian White, Jim Steelwagon, John Brockington, Leon Hayton. The Buckeyes are ascending, and I think they're going to make a very sound statement. My prediction, the Buckeyes 38, Penn State 21. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. I surely appreciate here 100 Yards Football. Special thanks to my producer, Mr. Logan Landers, for making it happen this morning here on 100 Yards Football. God bless and thank you.